Hey everybody, this is Chris from Kratom Kingdom, and today I want to make a statement about the channel Kratom Kingdom. This channel is about Kratom. It's not about MAGA, it's not about Harris, it's not about any politics, it's about Kratom. If you have any comments that you want to say professing your viewpoints on what crazy Marjorie Taylor Greene has to say, I just delete them. I don't even give them any time of day because they're not important to me. I voted already, and I know who I voted for. And I probably voted for the same person that most individuals who have common sense and decency and no hate in their heart have voted for. So again, if you want to try to embarrass me in a comment by saying that the government can control weather, show me the proof. Show me the scientific proof. Make your own video and link it to my comments so that I can see this proof, because all I hear is craziness from Marjorie Taylor Greene, a terrorist, an enemy of the country. A woman who openly said that Jewish space lasers from the Rockefeller started the wildfires in California. Absolutely no proof, absolutely no agreement from any government agency. And it's not because we have a Democratic president, it's because it's just not true. It doesn't make any sense. I mean, think about it. We can't even deliver mail on time because of the weather. So if we could control weather, why wouldn't we make it better in democratic areas? Ask me any question that makes me any sense, but don't make a comment without a question. You said you do know that the government can control weather and that there's body cam footage of immigrants eating dogs and cats. That's a tired old argument. There is absolutely no evidence except on Facebook, where the woman apologized because she made it up, or some crazy MAGA person AI'd a video of it. But no, there is not one single police case against a Haitian immigrant who is in this country legally, who is working hard for his family, is not taking anything from you, is not taking your jobs. You don't live in Springfield, Ohio. And anyone in Springfield, Ohio welcomes them and says they're good for their community. The southern border is your opinion. I lived in an immigrant town where immigrants came in every year, and I was a teacher, so I would get their kids. And they were wonderful, amazing kids that just wanted to learn and get a better life. And the farmers didn't want to pay them anything so the apples would be cheaper. So these people were crammed into not even a trailer home, but into a camping RV that is supposed to be for two people to camp overnight in the woods. And they would put 4 or 5 families in these things, and these people had to live like that. No heat, no electricity, no water in the apple fields. White men are cruel. We took people from Africa and brought them here for free labor. That's what the Democrats did. Then the Republicans came, and Abraham Lincoln and all of his supporters said, no, this is not right. So we had a war, a civil war, that we won. Sorry, Confederate people, you lost. And you will never win again, because now the federal government is way bigger than you ever will be. You do not have F-16 jets that can fly over your southern town and demolish them in a second like we do other countries. I don't know where along the way Republicans lost their minds, but they flipped. Maybe when they started losing money because now they had to pay for labor, or they had to let their free labor go. But this channel does not support bigotry, LGBTQ hate, or unintelligent, uninformed rumors. If you have evidence that the Haitian migrants, who are the sweetest Christian, family-loving people in the world, who have come here legally under unbelievable odds, are eating pets to survive, then perhaps we should feed them. We brought them here to work, and they work. And now the businesses in Springfield are going under because they don't have that labor anymore. And these Haitians are willing to work for less to live in a democracy like ours, a great country like ours. And I hear Marjorie Taylor Greene talk about Christian nationalism. To me, that sounds like Nazism. You know who else used to talk about poisoning the blood of our Americans? Hitler. And I think we can all agree, even Republicans or even MAGA supporters, that Hitler was not good. Trump's playbook comes straight out of Mein Kampf. They asked Trump, what is communism? He had no idea. What is a fascist? He has no idea. The man has never been to a real university in his life. He went to a business school that he was adequate in. He's not a good businessman. If you think so, how many good businessmen file for bankruptcy 4 to 5 times? Don't pay their contractors. My father was a contractor under Trump. He did a lot of work for him. Trump just decided he can't sue me. He doesn't have the money to sue me. He's a very small business, so he just didn't pay. And my father had to walk away with his head between his knees because Trump was right. He couldn't afford a lawyer to sue this idiot. And Trump's a bully. He always has been a bully, and he always will be a bully. And I don't want a dictator controlling our amazing country. I love America, and I think Harris is going to be the one to pull us out. The reason so-called Trump had such a great economy during his years was because guess who was president for 8 years before Trump? For 8 years, Obama. And Obama brought our economy amazing. Left Trump with an amazing economy. And Trump managed to screw that up, increase our deficit. I mean, have any of you all that are MAGA supporters ever taken a college civics class? Or even a high school civics class? Anything involving economy or money? I'm guessing no. Most MAGA supporters that I've seen or talked to are angry people because they have to pay taxes and they don't feel like they should. This country was built on taxes, and we need taxes to build roads, unless you want to be a third world country. And making America great again, when was America great? In the 50s? When we were at war with the entire world? When was America great? I mean, tell me what was great about it when it was great. When Nixon was president? No, it was great in 1776 when they wrote this glorious document called the Constitution and the Declaration of Independence. You guys should read it sometimes, because I don't care if you have a gun. Half of my family has guns, and they use them to go shoot at the shooting range and to protect their home, and I fully support that. I have no argument, but I don't think that a 16-year-old needs an AR-15. Do you know what happens to a deer when you go hunting with an AR-15? There's nothing left to eat. It's just so full and riddled with bullets. It's only meant for military use. And if you have an AR-15, you should be really proud of yourself, because that's not what the Constitution meant. When the Constitution was written to bear arms, they were talking about musket balls that took 30 seconds to a minute to load. An AR-15 will blast out more bullets, especially if it's modified to be a fully automatic military machine gun. If you have to feel big and bad because you have a military gun, you're a coward. That's just my opinion. But I'm going to get off of the political slump, and I already voted, and I know who I voted for, so you're not going to convince me to vote for a dictator. And I am not going to talk about it again. This channel is going to be about kratom and how amazing it is as a substance. If you don't want to be a part of this kratom community, then unsubscribe and go away. Because if you put a stupid comment that has nothing to do with kratom at all, I'm just going to delete it. Because I don't think anybody needs to hear more Facebook gossip or any Marjorie Taylor Greene conspiracy theories or Lauren Boebert, the two biggest enemies of the country. I mean, we had an attack, an insurrection against the White House, the house of the people, your house and my house. And Marjorie Taylor Greene goes and prays with them and kisses their feet and calls them hostages. No, they're traitors, and they should all be treated like traitors. I don't think they should be executed. I think they should be given a fair trial, and if any one of them killed an amazing police officer who is only doing their job trying to protect our house, they should go to jail for murder. Especially murdering a police officer. They're here for us, to protect and serve. Yeah, there was a few bad apples at a time, but with good government support, we can take care of that and put more money into training, put more money into psychological evaluations of these people, longer background checks. I don't know, I'm exhausted of this election, and every time Trump is on the ticket, I'm exhausted, and I don't know what to do about it. I didn't make this YouTube channel to tell you to not vote for Trump. If you vote for Trump, that's your mistake. I don't care if you make a mistake. I think it's sad, but it's your choice. This is America, and you can vote for whoever you want, and I can vote for whoever I want. But to follow Trump's playbook and call people losers and enemies of the state, I mean, come on. This is straight out of Mein Kampf. The most evil man that ever existed, who didn't want the Jewish blood to poison the blood of Germans, who believed in eugenics, read Mein Kampf. Read books about fascism. Read about dictators. And then read about Putin, and Kim Jong-un, the people that Trump worships, because he wants that power. They're great, strong. Trump's idea of strength is so wrong. It's built on how much money you have and how much you can bully. I think that's a coward. Never liked bullies, always fought against bullies, physically if necessary. I was a victim of bullies when I was in school. They beat me. I was a skinny little kid. A little weird because I had a low self-esteem and came from a poor background. Lived in a trailer house. Lived in public housing because my parents weren't the fortunate ones. No one gave them $1 million. No one gave them money for college. No one gave me money for college. I went to the government and to the university and said, hey, I have a straight A thing, a straight A average in high school, and I want to go to college and better myself, but my family can't afford it. So I got scholarships and grants, and they helped me get through. I went through community college first. Then I went to a 4-year university, University of Florida, all on my own, with my own money, using credit cards and loans and whatever I could get, because I thought it was important to be smarter than the average bear. And then I found Kratom, and I had a horrible thing happen to me, and then I found Kratom, and it saved me. So this is going to be all of my rant. Just to sum up, if you want to watch this channel just to criticize what 1,000 of my subscribers believe about Kratom, about me, then just unsubscribe. That's all you gotta do, because I am honestly just going to look at your comment, and I have an option to delete that comment, because I don't want to fight with you. I'm not a fighter anymore. I take the high road. When you guys go low, I go high. Perfectly said by one of the greatest first ladies ever. Not a first lady who spent $150,000 a month on her dresses and hairdresser, because she was a model first and a first lady second. I don't care if you say Merry Christmas. I say Merry Christmas. Well, I say Happy Holidays because I don't want to offend any other race. A Jewish person, they don't celebrate Christmas, but that doesn't make them bad people. Muslims don't practice Christmas, but that does not make them bad people, unless you're a Christian national, which I never thought was cool. I never thought the Knights Templars were cool, the Christian wars were cool, where Christian soldiers were sent around the world to kill Muslims and other religions that they didn't believe in. That's just ridiculous. Let's kill in the name of God Almighty. Come on now. I'm a Christian, and I believe in love. If you don't love me, leave me alone. If you hate me because of an opinion I have, leave me alone. And don't spread your vile nonsense on my channel, because I will just delete it. Thank you. Hope you all have a great day, and videos will be back on Kratom. I'm going through a slump right now trying to figure out what's new with Kratom, and new stuff is going to come up after the election, I guarantee, because there's the latest thing I've heard out of Kamala Harris's mouth is that she is in belief that cannabis should be legal countrywide, because it does more good than hurt. Same as Kratom. So, things are going to change for the better, I believe. I pray to God they get better, because I can't stand this new America anymore. There's too much hate in the world, and all hate does is cause violence and pain. And brother against brother. My aunts don't talk to each other anymore. I don't talk to my aunts anymore because of my beliefs. I mean, we were family, we're blood, we grew up together. And my favorite cousin, same thing. Fortunately, she and I believe in the same thing. And ironically, we were born at about the very same time. You know, early 70s. I was born in 1970. So I went through that whole nonsense decade. But at least there wasn't a dictator involved. But there was a hell of a lot of cocaine that followed into the 80s. And guess who liked that cocaine? Yeah, our diaper-wearing president, which is why he has to wear a diaper, because he took so many stimulants, it affected his bowels. That's been scientifically proven. There are medical records that say that Donald Trump has to wear diapers and is incontinent, and incompetent, because of all the stimulants he uses, the amphetamines, and he's not using them anymore. And you see how tired he is on stage, walking around. Alright, y'all, have a good rest of your day, and I will see you in the next video about Kratom. Thank you very much.